Hello again everyone, Saka here, and welcome back to Lunar Silver Star Story. And when we last left off, not only did we unveil the Blue Dragon Temple by restoring the musical notes to Lighten, but I went back off camera to all the red chests that I could find back in Rames's house. I even went back to Motherboard and learned that off of the fighting arena, there was an entrance to the sewers that allowed me to get the other chests in the sewers that I weren't able to get. I went into everyone's houses in every town that we've been to so far and grabbed all the red chests, even along the road south of Nanza. I got one there and then another in a combat zone. So a lot of red chests. And in fact, you might be wondering what in the world was even in Rames's. Well, let me show you. If I go to shields, you can see right there the garbage can lid. That was what was in Rames's room. Not going to help us, but what will help us is going into the Blue Dragon Temple. And we are in combat mode. Has anyone seen a staircase? I'm afraid I haven't. We also haven't found any doors, and I haven't sensed any magical barriers. Alex, all that's left to check out is this pool. Do you think there's magic in the water? There's only one way to know for certain, all. Yep, to hop in. So if anyone is confused, oh no, I can't get out of this room, I'm stuck. It's calling it out pretty well. Oh, and already a slime. So we have some gelatins here. If they are ice in nature, then our fire sword should do some work. Let's see how our basic attacks go, except for Mia. Now would be a good time to learn, does ice hurt them or are they sort of resistant? Kyle's gonna go to town and so is Jessica. We'll see how our basic attacks go, see what kind of condition we are in after the fact. So good base damage. They're not resistant to our attacks. I'm interested to see when Mia fires her ice, whether or not they're going to be sort of... Yeah, so they're resistant to ice. It still did 50 damage, but it could probably be better, which means we'll be shifting to fire. Okay, so the poison is going to be our worst enemy here. We can heal up those 5 hit points just fine, but if we are poisoned, then that's not good unless they focus on one. I'm not going to say no. So the interesting thing is, the Flame Bomb is just one enemy at 13 magic points, but the Fire Pillars are 7 magic points and fire in a circle. So let's give that a try, see if that hurts a little bit more than said Ice Daggers. Or Jessica might kill them all. Why not? Go to town, Alex, with our 3 attacks, and then Kyle with his 3 attacks. But we are still using the cheap spell.
Athena, lend me your power.
So how does this hurt? Very, very much. That's what I needed to see. So if we do need to cast magic, fire is the way to go, as I assume. And 1,400 XP for that, and only Alex took damage. Okay, so let's just see. 897, so Alex is leveling up next time for sure. Just a few more battles for Nash, a few more battles for Mia, a few more battles for Kyle, and maybe 1 or 2 battles for Jessica. We will be leveling once more. All right, just looking around for any chests that might be hidden. So we're heading into this pool, I assume. And another Jello, another pool, and whatever that thing is. So one thing we have to be careful on is Mia is using double the magic points that she normally would to do these fire attacks. So once a battle, I think, to save our starlights. Yeah, 1,400 XP for those. There's our level. So more hit points, magic points, attack, defense, agility, wisdom, magic endurance, and some extra range for running. Jessica, hit points, magic points, and all the goodies, and no new spells. All right, instead of jumping into the pool right away, let's see how... Oh, so not only gelatins, but aqua genies as well. They probably hurt, if I had to make a guess. Do we do some searing firestorms? Really knock them out. That's 35 magic points, though. So we get 2 all enemy slices for the cost of 1 enemy explosion. Let's see how thunder reacts to them. Should be straight damage. Oh, they're susceptible to thunder too, so I guess they're water ice based, which is good to know ahead of time.
Yeah!
And they really don't like those flash cuts either. All right, go to town, Kyle. So another 1400 XP. We gotta be close to leveling up a few of them, 23,000. So yeah, Kyle is next turn. And then Mia, the battle after that. And then Nash, the battle after that. Another 1400, there's Kyle's level. Hit points increase, magic points, attack and defense is gonna be huge in here with Kyle leading the way. So another pool here, another 2 pools, another 3 pools. All right, that's interesting. Just 940 on that one. There's Mia's level. Hit points, magic points, all the goodies, as well as no spell. An Angel's Tear to get us back up on our feet. Outstanding. So now the question becomes, do we go to the pool right next to the one that we came in? Or do we go to one of the other pools around here to the side? Now what I don't want to happen is go in the pool, do what needs to be done, maybe even come back out of the pool, and everyone in this room is back. Let's just go next to the one that we were by. Uh-oh. So some water elementals, just 3 of them. Let's give a fire. Although logic would say that the water is going to put out the fire and this is going to do nothing. But it's good to know ahead of time. Is the water elemental immune to fire damage? Survey says very susceptible to fire damage. That's what I like to see. And me personally, I'm just glad they're not poisoning me. That'll allow Kyle and Alex to sort of heal up each round that we're up. Only 700 XP though. And aha, it does drain the water, so we can very easily keep track. And because we didn't leave the zone, everything else in here stays dead. That's what I like to see. So let's be conscientious. We'll just start from, we'll just move from right to left. Kyle may be mute, but that don't stop him from swinging a sword. There's Nash's level. Hit points, magic points, all of the goodies. Does Nash get a new spell? Nope, but that does clear out that pool there. 2 pools to go. Let's try the bottom. All right, so the last one we picked, of course, now that looks pretty big. Let's not stand on ceremony. We'll flash cut them all. As far as Nash goes, perhaps some lightning will pass through the water quickly. The fire pillars, we'll try to get as much as we can in. Kyle, just go for broke, same as Jessica. All right, 1 little squeeze of the gas and we're good. 1100 XP, which leaves only 1 pool left. That pretty much narrows it down, huh? All right, in we go. Next round. So more genies, more pools. I think we'll continue doing what we did before and just get rid of all the monsters in the area. And the Razor Wolf doesn't like fire. Outstanding. Going after Nash? Okay, that's fine. Oh, he's about to hit everybody, but I think we'll be able to do enough raw damage between all of us to kill it before it goes. So 950 and a Starlight, which we might need here soonish, as we are kind of dependent on our spells in here. Especially if they're going to start throwing things like this at us. Yeah, let's, if we're going to go for broke, let's go for broke. All right, magic will thunder bomb as many as we can. Fire pillar as many as we can. Kyle, just do your business. Let's see this dragon anger. Big red dragon. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Big bucks. Now that doesn't leave us a whole lot of magic points for Alex though. We'll Starlight up when we are done here. Hopefully these battles will give us another Starlight. Tell you what, as a matter of fact, straight line hit, and then Jessica just hit him. 400 damage to the slimes on that one. Good job, Kyle. And then that will force the flame in up top. Nuke them. Cool. Plenty of rows of healing nuts, and we did get a few more starlights. So we'll pump Alex with 2 of them. We'll save our big silver lights. We found a bunch of these in the red chest for a little later. Kyle's good, Nash is good. We'll pump Mia with another starlight as well. All right, now I believe all creatures on this floor have been killed that were running around randomly, which means any that pop out of pools are not going to get us. So we have 2 options. We have this one. Okay, that was the correct choice. All right, on up. Nothing there. So the gelatin, and then another one of those, and 3 pools on the right. I see ya. Right, another 1,400, so good XP coming through here. And nothing around these corners. I don't like the fact that we can't see around those corners, but 3 different pools to go in over here. Let's work from left to right. 1 pool taken care of. Next pool. All right, it's the right one with a genie, eh? All right. Herbed up, and we are about just 1.5 rows of regular herbs, and we'll be getting into the healing nuts, which we do have about 4 rows of, so we'll be doing a lot more potent healing after these herbs go away. I like that every now and then they only throw like a few gelatins at us to sort of let us catch our breath a bit. I appreciate that, dungeon. All right, 1 more animal over there. No chests around. Aha! 10,000 silver. That's what I'm talking about. So do we need the extra XP? It probably wouldn't hurt because we're at 8,000 for Alex and Jessica. That's like 8 battles in here. Maybe even 7. For another level up, we'll take it. Make sure Alex is topped up with these starlights. Let's go 2, just in case there is in these caves before we run into the situation where we cross a threshold and get refreshed. So that leaves us with 6 regular starlights and 7 silver lights, completely restoring MP. More bang for your buck if Mia uses something like that. So do we just head in this one? Yes, we do. All right, is this familiar? Is this someplace that we've been before? Hello, chest. We'll take you. And in the chest, the ruby tiara. All right, let's go equipment and see what we can do with that. Nice, so we got the rainbow tiara for free. And we found a ruby tiara for free. Good job. All right, so where in the gravy did we come out of? I'm trying to figure out where we come from, but I don't see it. So 2,800 and 2,500 XP for Alex and Jessica to go up a level. Oh man, a lot of pools here. Oh man. Okay, so one of these goes to the dragon. We don't know which one. And it's a shame that we don't have like a statue in here as a recharge. So do we get lucky and pick one of these pools? We can go right to left, I suppose. All right, 1 more herb for Jessica, looking good. Magic, I think, is okay for the most part. We will then go to the top one. Nope, that one's wrong too. I certainly don't mind the XP. There's Alex level, max HP increased by 7, attack by 1, good defense. No new spell though. All right, next one on the list. Nope, that one's wrong too. Nice, got an herb and even Jessica leveled up again. That is all well and good. All right, next one, top. Nope, that one's wrong too. Oh, and I can even see the chest we opened up there. So it's good that I see a chest and it's already open, meaning we saw it. Next. Nope. There's Kyle's level. Nice, magic points, attack. No new moves, but 1 more down. All right, next to last. All right, that one was good. Have we been here before? You know, I don't know if we backtracked, or does this lead us to somewhere new? We came out of the right one, so remember that. Not sure if we've been here before. And there's Mia's level, good to see. We might get level 35 out of this as much as we're faffing around and looking. Oh, we haven't been down here before. A jewel bracelet and a Chiro's tail. So Chiro's tail increases agility but lowers the rest. Let me find this bracelet, which I believe, yeah, it would be Nash's bracelet. Indeed. So Nash will go up to 101 defense and 89 wisdom. And now as far as the Chiro's tail, I'm not sure who can use it. So the luck goes down, but the agility and defense goes up. Let's give Jessica the Chiro tail. Right, if I had to make a guess, we have one lone pool out here. Now where are we? Well, on a positive note, it's to a chest. There's Nash's level. Hit points, attack, defense, agility. No new spells, but more importantly, we have a chest down there, which we might got before we get to. And in this chest, a dragon amulet. Oh, dragon armlet. There we go. So Mia's defense can go up by 3. And yeah, Jessica can't wear that, only rainbow stuff. So there you go, Mia. A dragon armlet for ya. Which is all well and good, but I'm still lost. Oh, this is new. Ah, blue dragon. Same thing. It's so dark in here, I can barely see my paws in front of my face. Hello? Is anyone there? Wow, I guess that's a yes. The blue dragon is really pretty, Alex. I'm impressed. Yar. Hello there. This is one laid-back dragon. Hello, adventurers. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my lair. Hey, it's Lamia Ausa. Something must be up if you've come all this way to see me. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm Lamia's daughter, Mia. Really? Thunderation. That was a longer nap than I thought. So then, where's the goddess? I thought it was her song that woke me up. But then I remembered she wouldn't be able to do that anymore. What's that? Sorry. I'm just rambling about things you wouldn't care anything about. I always talked way too much. Secrets were not my forte. Alicia and Letitia always joked that I should be called the Blabbering Blue Dragon. Alex, those are the names of the ancient Dragon Masters. He's a little goofy, but he seems like the real deal. Alas, I just noticed that you have the wings and the shield. What did you think about my brothers? They're a little stodgy, if you ask me. And after telling you all this, I realized that I haven't yet heard your name. My name is Alex, and the White Dragon has no sense of humor, I know. Don't you think it's ironic that the White Dragon doesn't know how to lighten up? Anyway, just being here means that you've already passed the trial. If you weren't qualified to be the Dragon Master, you couldn't have even entered the shrine. So, you can't be a Dragon Master without the Blue Dragon helmet, right? Hold on a sec. Okay, I've made a path to the helmet for you. Go on, check it out, kids. But we have terrible news for you, Blue Dragon. It's cold in here, I know. I never was able to convince the goddess to pop for a couple hot springs. Anyway, get out of here and grab your reward, Alex. What's that, Alex? You don't know where to find the helmet? We already went over this. I don't know how I could have made it any simpler. Just walk into the room I opened up for you. All right, well, hopefully we can find it. Oh, there it is, I guess. I never thought I'd meet someone who talked as much as you, Null. Yeah, but at least I'm not that obnoxious. I guess maybe Null will see. Alex, that shining light. Is it the helmet? I think it is, Null. dragon helmet. You did it, Alex. 3 dragons down, 1 to go. I wonder what's going to happen when you get the last piece of equipment. Uh-oh. Beavers and ducks. Something's going on out there. Alex, that noise sounded like it came from the blue dragon's lair. Let's go back and see what's going on. Well, first and foremost, let's go to equipment and our helmet. Yes, indeed. Massive defense boost there. I bet this blue dragon's got walloped by Galleon or one of the Vile tribe. What's going on? Where's the blue dragon? You're too late. He's already under our control. I should have expected to see you here, witch. After all, why should the Magic Emperor do his own dirty work? If you're ready and willing to wallow in the mud for him. Give up now, Phaecia, and we won't have to hurt you. I don't understand why you're doing such a terrible thing. No, you wouldn't understand. You have no idea what it has been like for us to survive in the frontier. And you don't know what it will take to turn the dreams of my people into reality. The frontier, the place where the Vile tribe was banished by Althena 500 years ago. We have a right to the life that Althena has denied us. What does kidnapping Luna have to do with any of this? Why couldn't you just leave her alone? I am sorry, but it was necessary for us to capture Luna and the other singers. I give you my word that she is unharmed, and it will stay that way if you return home. Continue to interfere with the Emperor's plans, and you place her life in jeopardy. I was careless. Galleon swore allegiance to Althena, along with Dyne. But now, that allegiance has been forsaken, and I think I understand why. Galleon was jealous of Dyne and Althena. All this time. How pathetic. Alex? Alex, can you hear me? Yes! Alex, I beg you to become the Dragon Master and protect the goddess from Galleon. She, 15 years ago, her power was lost. No! No. Alex, we can never forgive Galleon for what he's done. Never. Null. If the dragons can't fight the Magic Emperor and the Vile tribe, how are we supposed to? That's a good question, Nash. But if we are the Dragon Master, we'll just have to make do. But first we have to get out of here. Well, crap. I really don't want to be wasting materials. So we will hit with our magic users that can afford to spend the magic, and I'm counting on us not running into anyone on our way out. Not too big. Nice, got a starlight from that. We could always use that, but I have no idea how to get out of here. And I think we can afford for Jessica to use a calm litany on all of us. She's got some magic to spare, but we ended up passing a lot of creatures on our way out. And I just hope the ones we killed stayed dead, and I hope the pools that we uncovered to be false pools are closed still. All right, can we hop in here? Oh, looks like la-di-da-di, everybody's back. Let's see, I don't remember which pool it was. The right one? Right, and then all those pools are now back. But we know none of them got us out of here. Let's see. No, it wasn't down, and it wasn't up. All right, so we're gonna have to come down by the genie, it seems. It's a good deal that Nash and Mia still have quite a bit of magic points that can hurt a lot of them together, especially if we can push them in a nice circle just like this. All right, where to go, where to go? I think we were down here. All right, yes. All right, onward. I think we're down and to the right. All right, down to the right, on around, hopefully. Crap, right pool? All right, now, yeah, I still don't know. How about around the top? Yeah, I think if we weren't the level we were, with all of the extra attacks that we had, this would have been a very strong fight. In we go. Is this it? Try that. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know, I just realized we should have an item. Yeah, we had one of these, the dragonfly wing, to escape dungeons. If worse comes to worse, we can use that. Oh, and by the by, I also found some soap in one of those red chests. But we do have that dragonfly wing in case we can't find our way out and we get completely and totally lost. We can just warp out. Though the greedy part of me says, yeah, Jessica and Alex are only 9 fights away from leveling up again. So do we stick it out for 9 fights and dragonfly wing out? Looks like we might have to anyway. Whew, we made it. Skin of the teeth. And I didn't have to use my dragonfly wings. Outstanding. I tell you, this statue is the best thing that could possibly happen. Outstanding. Now we are topped up, ready to go. Alex is only 5,000 XP away from the next level, and the others aren't too far behind if we keep getting 1,000 XP battles. But the blue dragon has been acquired, and we'll be on to, suppose, the black one. We'll have to poke around and see. But that will do it for me, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next Lunar Silver Star Story video. Take care.